Let's take a look at this one. The first step was to get the common denominator and multiply every term by it. And in this case, some people I feel like might still be confused about what a common denominator is. So the common denominator is divisible by everything here. So in this case, the common denominator would be 6v squared. Now, why is that? Well, I can divide, this is just like checking. I can divide 6v, well, I'll do that in red. I can divide that by 3v, right? I get, just 2v. So that gives me a whole number and a variable, that's fine. And I can divide 6v squared by v squared, right? I'm just checking every one of these. It's the common denominator is a term that can be divided by all of these terms. So this would be just 6. So then I have that works out, and then 6v squared can also be divided by 6v. Right? Because if I do that, then I just v squared divided by v is v, and 6 divided by 6 is just 1. So that's 1v, but you can just write down v, and that works out. So that's how you know it's a common denominator, if it's able to be divided by all three of the denominators there. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll multiply by 6v squared, and we'll see what happens. The whole point of that is so the fractions go away. And it's easy. It's really easy. So I'm multiplying by 6v squared, and look what happens. Look, I use that, actually, right? V squared over v, that's just v, right? Times 1 is still v. And then 6 divided by 3 is 2. So I have 2v. That's what I have here. That's why it needs to be divisible by all three denominators. And that equals, 6 divided by v squared, that's just 6. 6 times 1 is 6. That's what I have, right? And then I have just v, right? Because the 6's cancel out. V squared divided by v is just v. And I have the minus. Well, careful with the minus. Usually that means I need parentheses. But this, cancels and that cancels. Is just v times 1. You could put parentheses around it, but you don't need them when there's only a single term. So, there we have it. Now, we got to get the variables to one side and the numbers to the other. I can't combine any like terms because on the right side there are no like terms. This is a 6, this is a v. If they were both, if it was like 6v, then I could combine like terms. But I don't have that, so I won't do that. Let's get the v's all to the left side. So I'll add v over plus v. Remember, you do the opposite to move it over. We haven't had equations in a while, so yeah, that's what you do there. Just to remind you, this is 1v plus 2v, or 2v plus 1v. That's 3v. Equals to 6, and I divide by 3. I divide by 3 because I want the v by itself. So I have v equals 2. I think I want to do one more. Is that alright? Well, you don't have a choice because it's a video and I'm not going to. Alright, so number 4. Okie dokie, let's solve this one. The first step is to figure out the common denominator, which is the thing that is divisible by all three denominators. And it looks like it's just 2v squared. So I'm going to multiply by 2v squared. Oops. You should try this. You should pause it and try it. Pause it and try it. See if you can get it. If you can get it, then you're ready to go. If not, maybe you need to ask questions. Maybe so all right, let's just do this. So I have 2v squared. If I have 2v squared divided by 2v squared, this is just going to cancel. So I have negative 1. Usually you'd put it in parentheses, but it's only a single term, so I have just negative 1. So that's nice. 2v squared divided by v squared. The v squareds cancel. So that goes completely away, and I just have 2. Oh, you definitely need parentheses here. We have minus 2 and then parentheses around this, 2v minus 6. It's very important that you have the negative, right, the 2, and the parentheses right there, because the negative 2 gets distributed. So we'll do that. And then we also have, well, I guess 2v squared divided by v squared. So that goes away, and we're just left with 2 times negative 1. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. So there we go. I will distribute right now. So that's the negative 2 times both of those. Negative 2 times 2v. That's just negative 4v. I'll copy down this negative 1. And then negative 2 times negative 6 is positive 12. Isn't that nice? And it equals negative 2. I'll combine like terms. Negative 1 plus 12, that's 11. And then minus 4v. Oh, this is moving along quite well. Minus 2. And then I just subtract 11 from both sides. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. And then that goes away. Careful about the negative. I still have negative 4v. And that's equal to, it looks like negative 13. Right? They're both negatives. And divide by negative 4. Divide by negative 4, because I want the v all by itself. So v equals negative divided by a negative is a positive. I have 13 over 4. That's it. I think we could be done now. I'm going to go away. Goodbye.